What's good, family? It's your boy Lot Walker, it's your boy Nelson. We're back again straight off the time. You directly, you know what to do. Lock in, tune in, tap in, smart the like button. What's good, family? If you're new to this family, this is Living Waters on this channel. We're standing for truth. It's God's counsel as a lifestyle, so do well to press the subscribe button if you're standing for the real. Press the like button if you're standing for the truth. What's good, family? I deeply want to appreciate every new subscriber. Trust me, you're seen. Trust me, you're honored and you will loved. Okay, what's popping, family? Hope you're enjoying the new season, the new moon, everything. Hope we're just enjoying ourselves, becoming our greatest version. Okay, today we'll be talking about a great content. Okay, to do have to stay to the end of the video. Trust me, is something that's gonna inspire us. Okay, real good, man. So we'll be talking about reprogramming yourself, family. We need to reprogram ourselves, family. Okay, I'll use a computer as an instance. Okay, you see a computer before you make use of any data in a computer, you have to install it. Like you need to get a software, or let's say your phone, and you want to use any kind of app into your you want to put an app into your phone, like a Bitcoin app or other kinds of apps and all that. You have to install it into your phone. You want to install Bitcoin wallet, you have to install it into your phone. Okay, if you want to remove kinds of applications or data into your phone, you have to also delete it and also put the kind of data, put the kind of informations you want into your phone, the kind of applications that you want to run in your phone. Okay, so we need to understand this truth, family. We need to understand the fact that we are also just like a computer, a more sophisticated one, a more higher computer because we actually created a computer. Okay, we need to understand this fact too that we're actually a system. We're all system also, and lots of data has been put into us. Okay, we are actually a system, and we need to invest into us. We need to put the right data, the right information, just like our cell phone. Before we use any kind of data, kind of use any kind of application, we have to install the software into our phone. It's the same thing with us too. There are so many wrong datas that we've been programmed into. Okay, we need to understand this truth, family. We need to unlearn a lot of wrong data that have been put into us. Our system, we are also system that has to put the right data, put the right application, instill the right apps that you want to see, the right character, the right information, the right habit you want to see. You want to see working in your system because you are the more higher version than your cell phone, than your computer system. I want us to understand this truth that we are born into a system also. We're also born into a system. The world we live in today is actually a system, a programming system. And I want us to understand the fact that this system we live in was not actually designed for the good of the masses. Okay, the system we were born into was not designed actually for the good of the masses, for the growth, but something to actually keep us perpetually down. We need to understand this truth. Wrong data has been sent to us right from early age and is also going to play to our old age. We need to understand this truth, family. A lot of wrong data have been sent to us, family. So the data you allow into your system will actually determine the kind of individual you're going to turn out to be like. We need to understand this truth, family. This system we have different forms of institutions of the government that actually programs the mind of the child right from when we get into this world. We need to understand this. A lot of institution of the government, like the school, like family, like church, religion, all sort of social economic institution of the government have actually gained their way towards the mind of the masses to actually program them to actually function in a certain way, program them. Lots of this institution has gained their way through the masses by instilling fear into the masses. Like most religion have actually gained their way to the masses, gained their way into the life of the masses by actually selling fear to people, and people buy fear and they start living a life of fear. A lot of people have been installed right from their family. You were born into a family which was programmed by the system. So you were born into that family and to be programmed also by your family. This has been going on since inception. We family, we need to understand this truth. We are born into a system. We are born into a programming system that has to program it to act in a particular way. So we need to reprogram ourselves as individual. We need to understand this truth. What's happening in the world today, what's happening in our society, our government today, these are all just problems and issues of mass programming of wrong data. We need to understand this through wrong data that actually been sent to the masses. That's why we've all been living this way. A lot of issues, a lot of problems have been sent to the minds of the masses. That's why people hardly progress, people hardly advance in life. Okay, they find it difficult because the system was never designed for you to advance, to actually grow. Okay, because they have these inorganic ones that trying to control the masses. They're trying to make you act in a certain way. If you check what happens during the COVID, okay, a lot of people were actually panicking, being in fear, and this COVID was actually geared to actually trigger the masses. Let's be honest. I'm trying to keep it 100. The COVID and scarcity of funds that has been going on is just to see the reactions of the masses, because lots of all that stuff is still going to come true. We need to understand this fact, family. We are all in a system of programming. This is just like the metrics. We need to understand this truth, family. The social media, all kinds of media that is geared towards programming the minds of the people. We need to understand this truth, family. A lot of people don't know that they are being programmed, they are being worked on. So we have to take the responsibility of thinking for ourselves. We need to take our mind by ourselves. Because if we don't do that, people are actually thinking for you. People are trying to use your head for you to make you act in a certain way. Real family, a lot of advertisement, a lot of things are being sold, are being pushed out to the masses, such as drugs, such as loss, addiction, abuse of all kinds. Real family, we need to understand this truth, family. This is just trying to reduce men to act like a robot, to actually detect your inclination, to actually predict your actions. We need to understand this truth, family. A lot of things have actually been pushed to the masses. It's just trying to reduce us to robot, to act like a battery. We need to understand this truth, family. We need to understand this truth. A lot of things have been going on, family. We need to understand this truth. And we also know that the social media also has its positive effect based on the way you use it. On one hand, it can be as a source of information, and on the other hand, it can also be as a source of enslavement. All boils down to the way we actually use this information or use this data. We need to understand this truth, family. Social media is actually programming our lives. Social media is actually the new metrics. We family, we are actually living based on what people are actually pushing out to us. So we need to do well to start reprogramming our lives, family. You're either doing your reprogramming yourself. You're either programming yourself, or you're letting the agents of the institution or institutions of the government do your programming for you, either by the school, by family, by church. Yes, there are churches today who are actually standing for the truth, standing for God's counsel. Yes, there are churches, and there are also churches also who are not standing for God's counsel, who are just there for selfish gain, selfish interest. Real family, we're all putting it. This is real family, so we need to understand this truth. It depends on the kind of church you fall into. Lots of people are being programmed, minds are being programmed to act in fear, to act in loss, to act in addiction. Check what's happening on the social media today, family. We need to understand this truth. A lot of people are just acting based on impulses, based on what they see on social media. Families are getting scattered today. Marriages are getting scattered today. You find it difficult to actually last a marriage because the husband wants the wife to act like the model she's seeing on the social media, and the wife wants the husband to behave like, or act like a billionaire she's actually seeing in the social media. All influences, all pushing things to the masses to actually act in a certain way. We need to understand this truth, family. We need to understand this truth. Is it that you're doing your reprogramming, or you're programming your life by yourself, despite even if you're going to church and all that? Is that you're doing your programming yourself, or you're letting other people, social media, government, all sort of institutions do your programming for you? You need to understand this truth. In the book of Acts, they say those who were actually taught about the things of God, they went back to check if these things were all correct. Real family, we need to understand this truth, family. We need to understand this truth. A lot of kids has actually been programmed. We've been programmed to actually go to school, come out from school, we'll get a job, we'll get a wife, and we have kids and we repeat the same cycle for our kids, and we grow up and we die. A lot of people have been just programmed to actually live that way right from inception. Our parents were programmed. Our parents had to program us, and if we don't change our programming, we're also going to send this programming to our own kids. We family, we need to understand this truth, family. We need to understand this. A lot of people have been programmed to actually live in fear in a world where you can live in sound, divine health all the days of your life. Real family, I'm keeping it 100, man. Jesus Christ came on the scene and he said, anything is possible. Anything is possible. You can live a life of health. You can live a life of success. You can live a life of your own pace. You can create your reality on this earth. With family. So don't let your life be run by the masses of people, what people think, what people say about you. We family, we need to understand this truth. You need to take the bull by the horn. This is your own life. You're the main character of your own chapter. Family, we need to understand this truth. A lot of us have actually forgotten our divine essence, our divine root. We are all spiritual beings having physical experience. We are all energetic beings, multidimensional beings having limited physical experiences. Family, we need to understand this truth and start doing our reprogramming ourselves. We need to understand this truth. Jesus Christ came on the scene, family. Jesus Christ was actually an example of our true nature, our true spiritual being, our true spiritual life, our true spiritual roots. Jesus Christ made it possible for us. We need to understand this truth, family. We really need to understand this truth, family. Okay, so what am I saying in essence? You need to do your reprogramming yourself. You need to do your reprogramming. You need to start changing your life. A lot of people have been programmed to actually smoke, programmed to actually drink. See what's happening on the social media today, the people you call celebrity who have actually, most of them sold their soul to the devil, straight up family. They're just trying to drag people with them, drag people down with them. They're selling you all kinds of addiction, sell you all kinds of loss, sell you all kinds of habits to your own detriment. We need to understand this truth. You understand the fact that just seeing what they push to you through your eye gates, through your ear gates, it starts influencing your mind. Real family, they understand this truth. So we need to do well to know what we are buying. We need to do well to know what we are investing in ourselves. The kind of data we are downloading into ourselves through our eye gate, through our ear gates. We need to understand this truth. A lot of people find it difficult to actually excel in life because of what they've been sold to them. Real family, people find it difficult to actually advance spiritually, to even study. People find it difficult to even study. It's really crazy, family. We need to understand this truth. What's happening, man? We need to start reprogramming ourselves, not to live our life in the messes of the social media. Family, we need to understand this truth. We need to understand this truth. Now we've grown up, it's our responsibility to take actions for ourselves, to start reprogramming ourselves. We need to start unlearning and relearning lots of damages that have been sent to us right from kids, family. We need to understand this truth. A lot of people have actually been programmed to be defiled while they sleep in the night, but they don't even know about it, family. We need to understand this truth, family. We need to understand this truth. A lot of lies and deceit has been pushed to the masses, family. We need to understand this truth, family. We need to understand this and start taking our life by our own hands. We need to start taking our life and stop living our life to the masses of the social media, dictating our pace, dictating our responses based on any life occurrences. We need to understand this truth, family. So we need to do our programming ourselves, selecting carefully and mindfully the exact correct materials into our system, whatever we want to invest into our system, all the material that will make us live our best life. This is our movie, man. We need to live it. We are the main characters of our movie, so we need to live it to the best of our ability, to the best of our skill. Every data, every materials right now is actually available. We are in the age of Aquarius. Aquarius as an age of information. Everything is at our doorstep, but it depends on how we use it. You can actually use it to actually set yourself free, or you can use it to actually destroy yourself. We family, we need to understand this truth. Everything is at our hands right now. Every material, every knowledge that we need to be our greatest fashions are all available. We family, just like Neo, we need to understand this. If you've seen the movie The Matrix, if you've seen the movie The Matrix, when Neo took the red pills and his eyes was actually open to the illusions of the world. Okay, Morpheus has to subject him to reprogramming. He has to put in him, he has to instill in him new data, new information to make him function at his higher self. With family, this is the same thing today. A lot of wrong stuff, wrong errors, wrong data has been instilled right from birth when we came into this world. We need to start reprogramming ourselves. We need to start choosing carefully the right materials to actually invest in ourselves to become our greatest version. We need to understand this truth, family. We need to understand this truth, family. It's all boils down to us today. It's all our responsibility now to reprogram ourselves, to actually send into our system the right information, the right data. Everything is at our doorstep right now, so we don't need to fold our hands. We need to change the system. Family, we need to change the system. The only way we can actually beat the system is to start reprogramming ourselves from the data the system has sent into us. We need to start choosing our own data, choosing the kind of life we need to live. Family, we need to understand, so that's the way we can actually beat the system, by reprogramming ourselves, choosing for our own self the data, that the kind of life we want to live, choosing for our own self the kind of characters we want to exhibit on the earth, not what the masses, not what few persons are pushing out to people. Family, we need to understand this truth. The life is ours now. We need to live it, man. It's our responsibility now to live the best life, so our kids can actually enjoy from the reprogramming we've actually instilled in ourselves, not what the world is actually making us to be, so we can pass it down to our own kids. We need to reprogram ourselves so we can do well to be good dads, better dads to our kids by giving them the right programming. Real family, so this is the message. Reprogram yourself, man. Get the real data into yourself. Check your life, see where you're having it wrong, man. See where they've actually installed wrong data in you, where you're struggling. Check very well. A lot of us a lot of us are going through emotional damage and emotional illness because of what has been installed in us right from childhood. We need to understand that even the music you listen to, what you see on social media, is actually implanting things in you that that you don't even know about. Family, we need to understand this truth and start reprogramming ourselves with the right information, with the right data to be our greatest version. This is the message. Reprogramming yourself. Reprogram yourself, family. This is the message. If this message actually helps you in any way, if this message actually resonates with you, so do well to press the subscribe button. Also do well to share. It's your boy Lightworker, your boy Nelson. It will be greatly appreciated. Peace and blessings.